Top of the hill, as they began to approach the summit of the hill, they saw what looked like a mess of some kind drifting down from the top of the hill. And as they got higher in the hill, they began to smell something like oil or sulfur, depending upon the viewpoint, I guess. Anyhow, they began to choke up with their nose, and it interfered with the eyes as well.
It was standing upright and making no noise, but was pulsing with very bright light from cherry red to very pale orange.
They had seen it land up on that knoll, and that's where they were headed. So they were totally surprised when they saw the monster come out from behind that tree as they were on their way up to the knoll.
They were startled when they turned the light on to a nearby area trying to figure out what was going on. This huge creature showed up in front of them.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Run!
Something like a monster scared the heck out of them.
These people definitely saw something that they couldn't explain.
It was all true, and God knows that I wouldn't do anything and tell a big story like that just to get somebody riled up, scare them nearly to death. Why, there's people scared silly over it.
None of those people were telling lies, those from Flatwoods especially, that the 400-odd other people whom we interviewed, including the young man who reported to the police the crash, and those young farmers, were certainly not lying.
It was August of 1955 that the news broke of a very unusual event, the likes of which had never been experienced before in the life of Hopkinsville in Christian County, Kentucky.
My father, he worked at a carnival, and they was all there just getting together because he hadn't seen home for a while, and they was all just sitting around talking when all this come about. And I believe it's Billy Ray went to get a drink of water, and that's when he seen the shiny object in the field.
And it scared him so that he went inside to tell his family, and in disbelief, they put him down as a joke and told him to, they sort of said, don't be doing this again, you're doing this all the time. Until later on that evening when everything really started happening with the beings supposedly attacking the house.
What are you trying to tell us, son? Well, what I'm trying to tell you, I was just out at the well pumping some water when something came down out of the sky, a bright light or something, I don't know what. It flew lickety-split across the field out there, and it looked like it landed somewhere down in the gully.
Okay, here he goes again. Billy Ray, you are not only a very bad card player, you are a really bad liar to boot.
Oh, why would I lie about something like that?
And they kind of just shook it off until they started seeing the beans approach the house. Then they took it serious.
What in the blazes is going on with those darn dogs, Lucky? I told you to get rid of them varmints. I can't hear myself think, let alone read a good book.
Shut your trap, Vera. You be still.
From what people tell us, they saw the lights landing back over in here. Back when I was a little kid, there was two big, almost perfectly circled indents of the ground. And we used to take kids back here when I was a kid and tell them that's where they landed.
I remember we all were sitting there, About, I'd say around 8 o'clock, maybe, we heard a noise on top of the roof.
Listen, Mom, listen. There's something on the roof.
It is told that these beings were on the roof, scratching and clawing, trying to get through the ceiling, and the children and the females, mothers and such, that were in the house at the time were trying to hide, trying to get away from this. They were all scared.
Make it go away, make it go away, please make it go away.
Be strong, little one. Be strong. It's okay. It's okay. Shh.
The house stood actually in front of the well. It was just basically a shotgun house. 2 big rooms on each end, a little old like hall where the front door was. Had the back door coming out this way.
Well, he said they would come up to the windows and they just kind of stick to the side of the house like a spider could. And he said they just kind of peek around the windowsill with their heads, and you have those big beady eyes, and they just look in the window and just stare.
There was a gun battle involved where they were trying to shoot at them. They said they were attacking the house, attacking the people.
Yeah, I was kind of real scared. I was in the corner of the house on the floor, and everybody was running around there just panicked.
And Aunt Glennie was a very Christian-like lady, and she was a Pentecostal, a holiness lady, and she was a very, very truthful person. But this scared her to death, and she had to move out this summer.
He stuck his head out the door. One of them green men reached down and got him by the hair of the head and picked him up. Well, he said, we got to do something. And that's all he said, and they got up and grabbed the shotguns and started shooting.
They shot at them, but it didn't hurt them. They just kind of rolled up in a little ball and kind of rolled back down the hill over there where the ship was. I mean, you could see this big bright light, they said.
And I know this for a fact. They had shot out one of the windows and shot through the wall of the house. And there is photography that shows today that this happened. As to whether it was actually a confrontation between another being or human, I can't say for sure, but I do know that there are facts proving that something of a higher power had landed